Hello everyone, my name is Evergreen. Welcome back to Highfleet. Not Highfleet, sorry. Highfleet. In the last video, we went through the prologue. I think we're at the very end of it actually. There's still more narrative to be finished before we get to the actual main campaign. So let's continue. On the morning of the 6th day, observation station reported a large vessel approaching from the south. All our forces were put on high alert. It was a lone ship approaching slowly, showing no signs of aggression. Hope began to spread among the officers. Perhaps it was one of Sylvex's vessels, but when it got close enough, we recognized it as an Imperial cruiser Sevastopol. It was staggeringly gigantic, a veritable flying mountain. We assembled our honor guard and prepared to meet the crew. But to our astonishment, the first man to step down the ramp was a tall Elim wearing a golden mask. Behind him was an endless crowd of people with terrible burns, gruesome wounds. All of them Romani from the capital. It was then that we finally heard the terrible news. The capital of the Empire had suffered a nuclear strike 4 days ago. Saudi's stronghold burned in an instant, reduced to smoldering desert of radioactive waste. The remains of the Imperial fleet was in disarray, trying desperately to fight off the gatherings advancing forces. We were lost for words. We didn't even know what to do. Most of us wanted to head for the capital and join the battle, knowing the war was already as good as lost. Gentlemen, sorry, I had to cough. Gentlemen, I have assembled you here to discuss our future activities in light of our most recent events. My opinion is this. We must press on and continue our advance towards Khiva. General, the news from the capital has rendered this entire operation moot. We must return to the motherland at once. The sooner, the better. On the contrary, taking Khiva is more important than ever, if you could allow me to elucidate. I've had several lengthy conversations with the crew of the Sevastopol. It pains me to say this, but I'm convinced that the war in the south is lost. Returning to the mother will spell certain doom for us. We all had similar suspicions. Now those fears had been put into the open. Many of the officers averted their gaze. Then what do you propose, General? There was an exhaustion in Dowd's voice. The rebel fleet is currently engaged in heavy combat in the south. Now is the time to mount an offensive in the north and take Khiva by force. And what comes next? We'll just delay the inevitable. The sooner or later they will come to Khiva. I have reason to believe that our intel on the reactor is accurate. If we can seize it, they won't fight back. They will come to the bargaining table to ensure the reactor is intact. Perhaps we might be able to strike a deal. Praetor, the general, looks around at the officers, considered his words. We have to send a vessel to reestablish communications with the capital once we have a reliable line to the south. There's no time for that, Admiral. If we do not mount an assault on Khiva here and now, it will be too late. We spent the rest of the night and the entire following day discussing the general's plan. Eventually, we agreed to send the cruiser Diana to the south in a bid to reestablish communications with the Empire. The rest of our forces hastily began preparations to reach Khiva and assault it. The Sevastopol became the flagship of the new squadron. At some point, an officer asked who would command the offensive. General readily replied with a plan of his own. He stood up and spoke with confidence. No one yet knows what has befallen the Emperor, he said, so the Grand Duke, the sole legitimate heir of the dynasty, must lead what remains of the Romani fleet in this offensive. Admiral Dowd balked at the idea, but his furious cries of protest were ignored. The officers eagerly supported the general's suggestion. The thought of the heir to the throne leading the charge himself did wonders for the morale. The unanimous support they showed me was certainly uplifting, but at the same time, I was terrified. A moment ago, I had been a Tarkin, but now I was the embodiment of the entire Romani Empire in their eyes. We're all gonna die. Grand Duke, you must choose the ships that will join us in the Khiva offensive. Can you give me a hint? Take the red ones. Those are workhorses. Maybe one or two of the tankers for them. Alright, Sevastopol is our current flagship. So, now we get to the real campaign. Normally, if you turn off the prologue, everything you saw in the last video and what you just seen in this video, for the most part up to this point, would not be happening. So, here's something that I should get off right the bat. When you choose your ships, there are current ships in the game that, for example, the Sevastopol, the Yars, Skylark, the Lightning, the Rook, Mockingbird, and such, Fennec, the Narvin, they're decent starter ships, don't get me wrong. Decent starter ships. The problem with them, however, is that you cannot win the campaign unless you build your own stuff. So, I will go to the main menu to show this off. There is something called the Shipworks. The Shipworks, here, you can build whatever you'd like. From the smallest corvettes, for example, the Fennec. Well, technically the Fennec's not the smallest thing there is, but something like the Fennec, or you can make some obscene and ginormous battleship. Because this is Dock A. Pretty small, pretty neat. Then there is, where is it? This is not my creation, by the way. This is someone else's creation. Most of these are not mine. Where the hell is it? It's the G. Let's go to G. The Groznoy. Load. Here is probably the most powerful ship in my fleet. This is a Groznoy class battleship. Literally layered in armor. The most powerful thing I could possibly bring to bear against a single target. Loaded with as many guns as possible. Now, of course, this thing has no missiles, so it only has point defense and the cannons to deal. So it's basically like as if you were a Yamato-class battleship compared to other ships that would be more modern day with guns and missiles. This thing, especially from the top, can take an absolute beating. I also ask you not to think about this ship in terms of how does this ship weighing nearly 1 million tons fly? Don't ask questions. There are a variety of other ships that we can have in the game. This is the biggest ship I have. We also have the Vladimir Putin. This seems to be a mixture of cruiser slash, I'd call it a strategic cruiser because it does indeed have nuclear missiles on board and other missiles to fire upon targets. Then there is my personal creation, the Trebuchet class carrier. Technically it's a missile bus. I loaded as many missiles on it as possible, and some of them are indeed nuclear. For example, the R3N. I also have some A100Ns. I have some R3s that are not nuclear. Some KH-15Ps. Some A100s. Basically has enough fuel for itself and a little bit for everybody else. But this is practically a missile bus with a little bit of point defense for self-defense. There is my other personal creation, the Sentry class destroyer. This is a missile bus as well, as it has some A220s, which are rocket launchers with limited point defense. There is the Solongstopol, which is not a personal creation. This is basically the Sevastopol, but what if you dragged it out? This is a tanker ship with a mixture of missiles, a lot of missiles. Here is the Saint Mark Mark 7. This one is a pretty beefy and powerful ship. I love taking this thing into battle. Then there's the St. Petersburg. Kind of like a super Sevastopol. That is a prototype. The RSS Bathir. Very big, very powerful. Strategic heavy cruiser. I would even call that a battle cruiser, actually. Here is a personal creation. The the peasant class. I tried to take the Century class destroyer and get it even smaller with just two less A-20s. Then I have my Nimitz class carrier. How this thing actually flies and works, don't ask questions. This will probably be the workhorse of the fleet, as launching many aircraft will be the way that we win this fight. The Mockingbird. That is a... anyway, here is a personal friend of mine. His name is Crunch. He built this ship. It is the M20 guard ship. I would like to mention these box ships are quite literally the meta of the game. Make a box, it's fully armored, and it takes a huge amount of beating with pretty decent firepower. This thing is meant to shoot down... this thing is a guard ship, a light picket frigate or destroyer, and it is meant, even though it is a pretty big ship, it does pretty well at shooting down enemy munitions and taking on small fleets by itself with little to no damage. Here's the M17 Air Defense Corvette. It literally just has R9 sprints on board that it can spam at enemy missiles. Very crucial, very cheap. Let's see here. The Comoran? Oh no, that's the shipping game. The Caragna. A ginormous battleship. I'm going to call it a battleship because it basically is one. This thing has a shitload of missiles, a shitload of guns, very big, and it actually has pretty decent range. Let's see here. The Halea. Yep, here's another strategic cruiser. Heavy cruiser, or even battle cruiser. That one, I already showed you the Grozanoy. The Falcon class frigate. This is what a buddy of mine sent. This is another, wait, what? Oh no, this is my personal creation. Never mind. Yep, this thing has 4 mullets and 2 of the Sea Whizzes, basically. It's an interesting little boat. Then we have a non-personal creation, a cube tanker. Yes, this is going to be quite literally my... this is my fuel. This is what gets me around the world. Then we have a personal creation, the Castle class carrier. I don't know if I'll be bringing it personally. It's kind of crap. Can I get rid of this? I don't actually like it. We have the Canary class. Standard carrier. Then we have the Astana. This ship is incredibly freaking powerful. Yeah, this thing is an utter monster. And then we have the Ashtabad. This ship is actually something close to a heavy cruiser of the game. All around, utilizing, that's all the current creations that I have unlocked. We will be putting them into our game. It didn't save, did it? What? Well, that was dumb. Yeah. Continue. Because we have $1 billion, because I cheated, we are going to be grabbing almost everything that we possibly can. And if you're wondering, how does that make that fair? It isn't. That's the point. Grab everything that isn't nailed down and take it with us. Do we already have a Sevastopol? I don't think I got rid of it, did I? Sevastopol. I don't think I have Sevastopol. Nomad? Yep. Couple trebuchets. Canary, go away. No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll take a canary. 2 canaries with us. Sentry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have enough nuclear missiles now. Gepard. Wander. A lot of useless stuff. Fennec. Useless. Mockingbird. Let's get a boatload of these. Oh, shoot. Actually, we are going to play it. We're going to play a medium. Medium difficulty. And yes, this is not going to be remotely fair. We're days... Oh. Here we go. Skip the story, because we already read through it. Skip the tutorial. Alright. Let's have a look at our map. Each is procedurally generated, so it is not always the same. Interesting. We have a lot of boats. And we have, like, no fuel. So we're going to spend a while in the first town refueling. And then we're going to slowly, when we get fuel, we're going to send them out on strike missions to basically win the game. It's unfortunately going to have the longest loading time ever because there's so many ships in one location because the game does not give you a lot of fuel. Alright, let's grab as much fuel as physically possible. And also, forgot to mention, we need to buy every weapon we find in every town. Again, every war is financial, and when you're cheating and filthy rich, you physically can't lose. Well, you can if you're an idiot, but even an idiot with money can still win. And basically, just to give you an idea, for those who don't understand, what this campaign is going to be is the equivalent of the United States military every day that it goes out and deals damage to the enemy. Any enemy. I did not mean to click on Shipworks. I would like to leave. The lag! It's probably... I should not grab that many ships. But I love all of them, and I would like to use all of them. So many ships. Exit. Exit. Alright, we're going to go through 9,000, and then we're going to send out a strike fleet. A lot of this campaign is going to be waiting. Sir, we've spent too much time here. Sooner or later, someone is going to send a message to the governor. I hope so. Alright. That's enough. Pause. Let's get the ball rolling. Groznoy with... Let's check a trebuchet. Let's take a Nimitz. Let's take a sentry. And let's take a Vashok. And... oh, we do need a tanker. Let's take one of the cubes, and let's take one of our air defense. 100% fuel. We still don't even have enough fuel. Well, we're going to be waiting here for a while. Several days, in fact. Come on. Fuel up. What's it now? Almost there. Several days spent fueling up every ship we have. Sir, we received an intercepted transmission regarding arrival at Ur. One of the locals must have sent it. Now the enemy knows we're here. I really couldn't have cared. Gosh, almost 3 million tons of fuel. That's absolutely insane. Alright, cool. We can now physically reach Jaffa.
Orders confirmed. We are heading to the objective now.
Very well.
Come back in one piece. Attention, new target on the radar.
Sure. Our radar displayed to target a short, thin line, which is right here. The target is the center of that line. The line is on the radar screen, is replicated on the map. Use the pencil to mark the target's position on the map based where it is on the radar screen. Where is it? Up to our right, so about here. I really don't care, because if they're coming to fight me, I would be happy
Attention, new target on the radar.
happy to destroy them. Let's send our sentry after them. Oh, we don't have the range. Oh no, they sent an alarm. I couldn't care. I will kill them all. First battle. Ooh, a trade convoy. How silly. Well, we don't want it. We want to take the ship intact and sell it. But I'm going to kill everybody here. And we're going to be firing incendiary ammo at these two. Switch between standard ammo. Yep.
Kill confirmed.
Well, I think they're dead. I would like to mention 222mm rocket launchers are meant to kill cruisers, and I'm just fired on corvettes. That's overkill as hell. Cool. There could be survivors on the surface too. If you don't save them, people will talk. Well, unfortunately, you're not wrong. Fortunately, I couldn't care about money, so yes, we are going to save them because I have the ability to do so. We could sell something valuable, something we could sell in the city, but certainly use the money. No, the hell we don't. We must act quickly. The fire is spreading. It will consume the wreckage before long. And be careful out there, my Duke. Some of the things you find may be too dangerous. Let's secure the fuel tanks so our payload doesn't blow the fuck up. Wait, what? Two survivors. Whoop-de-doo. We didn't even take damage, so I'm not even gonna bother. The Loyalist. The doyen of the city is a essential of the House of Society. Deeply devoted to His Majesty, he is overjoyed to see the Grand Duke of Romani pay a visit to his land. The doyen cordially invites you to his home as a guest of honor, but makes it quite clear that your opponents are not welcome. Accept his invitation. We got a new ship out of it, though. I guess that works. Fleet morale goes up. That's a double-edged sword. I'm not against the Aleem, but that sucks. I did not like that. Anyway, let's max out the fuel. Oh look, weapons to turn on the very government that is selling them to me. Let me take them all. Every arms dealer in this country is about to be filthy rich as I waltz past, take their stuff, and blow up every defensive force that is protecting them. Alright, they are refueling at Jaffa. And now, we wait. So cool, we got a new longbow for our fleet. Which is a carrier. That's actually really powerful early game, because if we had a standard fleet previously, that would be our first carrier, which would be so in this screen it is astronomically powerful, like very. But because we're cheating, it's not really that powerful. Anyway, this strike fleet will be making its way up to Kush and up this way, while I assemble another strike fleet, and it will go this way. Actually, scratch that. This fleet is going to take a right and wheel and deal over here, because we have our wonderfully powerful battleship, and it will do just that. Oh no, it's dangerous. I couldn't care. Yeah, a lot of this game is going to be waiting for ships to refuel, since they're so big and all that. In fact, most of these ships, you couldn't actually have these in game unless you did what I did, which is give myself as much money as possible. Repair parts, 0. That's fine. It says there's rare modules here. I didn't actually realize what that might be. Oh. This would have been a horribly slept on, almost messed up. This place actually has stuff. Almost messed that up. Basically, just grabbing munitions again. The place is now hostile to me. Well, that's a shame, because I will atom bomb you out of existence if you dare rise up against me. Yeah, we talked about being humble. Yeah, only when I'm talking to the people who matter. Unfortunately, if you're a bad person, I will have no hesitation of wiping you off the face of the earth with the largest caliber gun I can get my hands on, be it a missile or a battleship 220mm rocket launcher. This is taking forever. I don't actually like this, but, well, nothing I can do. This is the bed we made. Lay in it. Almost there. Been through like 3 days of just sitting here fueling this battleship up. But now we have this very good range. There we go. Fuel's 100%. We are going to go to... I don't even know. Probably go here, slingshot to here, jump down to here, kill this, kill that, kill that. Jump up back to here, go to here. Probably take this route. Anyway, let's jump up to Ekatash. Alright. Time to reduce the fuel consumption over here. We have the Sevastopol. And we have the Asna. Let's take the Mark 7 as the flagship for this fleet. Take a Nimitz with you. Take a Trebuchet. Take the Nomad. Take... Take the Longbow, take an M20 guard ship, take a cube tanker, and take an M17 air. 100% fuel. And jet up to Jaffa.
Orders confirmed, we are headed to the objective now.
Come back in one piece.
Alright. Sir, should we prepare a strike group? No, we'll be fine. In fact, I'm going to show you what launching fighters at a place looks like. So here we are in control of the fleet. we have a variety of planes. I'm going to send the shittier and less meta LA-29s, but these are far cheaper and less expensive to operate than the T-7s that are basically a hypersonic jet fighter. However, of course, this is the much better plane and can carry the better armament, such as air-to-air missiles. But we're going to bomb whoever is here into the ground. We're going to send 2. And they're out and engaging. Ooh. Ooh, we lost a plane.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Ooh, we lost a plane. That's not good. Didn't realize they had air defense there. Let's send another group, because planes are very inexpensive, and I will replace them as whenever I need. Send that. Here's a rocket attack. Here they come in. Rockets away. Shit. They got some really good air defense. Lost another plane. It's not good, and I don't think we killed that. Alright, well, we did a carrier that was not very... carrier action that was not great. But that's fine. Oh, you can switch out incendiary mission for your stuff. I am going to show off our battleship. Oh, I guess we can show off the laser-guided munitions. That would be actually kind of funny. We are not going to shoot all that. That is not what we're doing. Alright, let's engage. Oh. Well, I didn't really get to show those off because I'm pretty sure I didn't fire them. I just shot them all. Yeah, I don't get I use it on that boat. Anyway, secure the ammunition so we don't blow the fuck up. Damn! I tried to grab the... So, I probably should have explained... We'll explain it next time. Oh, look, supplies. And we're going to grab enough fuel to get to Shirvan and not a pound of fuel more. Oh, look. Weapons for me to buy. Mine. 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 Everything is mine. Some more and some more and some more. Probably do one more battle, or nah. Probably cut it off here. Oh, there's a Tarkin. Well, one second. Gotta make sure there's nothing else laying around that I might possibly want. Yep. Alright, there's a ship captain here with a longbow. Heavy carrier frigate. You are surprised to see an odd group of people approaching you. At least a dozen men, well armed and clad in assault armor. Oh? Who are you? The men's cuirasses and faces bear the marks of overly long military service, and yet their gold stars are polished to a shine, and the arms they bear, while scuffed, glisten with fresh grease. Let's see here. Greetings, my lord. They are pleased with your words. They're not afraid of you. Your Imperial Highness, permission to introduce myself, Yemelin Gilev. Colonel of the Airborne Forces, how did you end up here? The Colonel's eyes darken. He pauses and lets out a bitter chuckle before he speaks. After His Majesty, your father, abandoned us all here, neither I nor my men have had any further connection to the Airborne Forces. I'll be honest with you, Duke, I'm Tarkin too, after all. You were abandoned here? The colonel turns away. You can see his eyes, but you do see his face twitch as he winces and scowls. Then he turns back to you, his voice completely calm. 7 years ago, Duke. We expected you to arrive 7 years ago. His eyes soften, his lips move, showing a hint of a smile. But still, it brings me joy to hear my mother tongue again. Colonel Rosalt and Kiva, would you care to join us? You have my full attention. Speak your mind. The untold riches that await Victor and Gerat, the dangers of faith now, of the Romani, and how it needs it to survive. You speak the truth. He dislikes the Elames. The great destiny of the Romani Empire. He's a proud Romani. Well, cool, we got him. The fact that this is no time for philanthropy. Sure. Greatly values kindness. Oh, oops. And why this must be... Oh, I fucked up. Can I go back? I fucked up. Damn. Is there a way? I fucked up. Damn it! No, Duke, I will not join you. Outlawed now, but I've heard rumors start living southeast here is quite far. Thank you. Damn it! Total score. What's the point of this? Well, damn it. I'm supposed to have another guy I could rely on, but I guess that works. Son of a bitch. Well, that sucks. Have you had to Kush? Actually, we'll do that in the next video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.